EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Strong to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd down and 4, Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Douglas, the man in motion.
57's the mic. Watch 57. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Hall.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, these 2 teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
On second down, a run with Strong.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On first down, Rodgers. And Owen coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Second down, here's Strong once more.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he returns this to the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard from 19 yards away.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for
Jones hit, and the ball's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. But despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Throwing is Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Marcus Jones picks it.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Jones. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it
Second down to run with Hall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down.
Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Strong.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Strong.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gesicki,
his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pats' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Hall again. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A give, running right is Hall. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question. You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position.